PP lost election 2024 in 2022 when the CD started tumbling as a result of the inability of government economic management team to be able to rein in its depreciation against the major currencies that we tend to trade with, particularly the US dollar. So it was quite instructive.
Yeah.
It seemed to have been a wild card, and now he's become a maverick.
A top dog.
That has become a headache for the lead contender, the vice president.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the November 4 Delegates Congress. In the beginning, a lot of us, or a lot of people, if conversations online and on air are anything to go by, a lot of people did not think that Kennedy Agyapong was a lead contender. But more and more, you know, I'm really looking forward to November 4th. I think it will be a very interesting race. It will be a very interesting competition. And today, the conversation you're going to be having on the big issues with Eduji and the others will be interesting. Thank you so much, Godwin.
Thank you, Na.
For the news.
Well, we wish you all the best.
We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I'm still looking forward to this jacket, but it hasn't come.
You want to wear one?
Yeah, with
double-breasted.
Yeah, but black buttons. So we'll see how it goes.
You know, there's something really heartbreaking happening in Nigeria. I don't know if you guys have been following.
What?
About an artist called Mohbad.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And there are stories that are actually coming out that is really disheartening regarding
there's a new update every day.
Record label that he's been with, and they are now seeking for justice for him. He has a 5-month-old baby, and it's been alleged that he's been murdered. But I mean, this is something that we can look at along.
Yeah, this is something we should look at.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. And
there has to be a certain proof that there was intent. I've seen videos of him being mobbed, etc.
Yeah.
Before the
yes,
event,
there are questions of when the videos were taken, whether they are as recent as they say they are, and the real cause of death.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something we should follow.
Those are things that I guess the issues of the criminal prosecutions will take.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Godwin.
I wish you all the best for the day.
Bye.
High-flying Godwin Asedeba, working on his latest documentary, not yet titled and not yet revealed to us.
It's a secret until he announces it.
Well, certainly.
So we look forward to hearing.
Now, let's take you through what we have this morning. So, for this morning's segment and the conversation, we're getting now constant reports about many areas, not in the heartland of the country, but by that I mean the populous communities or towns, but the periphery of Ghana's borders, the towns that are outside the central parts of or the middle belt of our country, where we have many would-be registrants who want to ensure that they have their names on the EC's voters register, being hindered by many obstacles. Even though the EC keeps justifying them, we want to ask you, what are your own experiences about that, and what can you tell us, and what should ideally be done by the Electoral Commission? So we'll be taking a look at that. With that question, what do you make of the limited voter registration exercise so far? And then, of course, we'll go to Johnny's Bite with the latest of his commentary this morning on a pertinent national issue. Johnny Hughes always bringing you this live here on TV3 Ghana as well as 3FM 92.7. So make sure you join us for that. And of course, we'll bring you the big issues. And today, we're addressing the continuous complaints of slow process delays at voter registration centers. And as you already know, in Boku, for example, the registration hadn't taken place for the last 2 or 3 days. And then I also got constant complaints over the weekend from many people, especially those following me on social media from their communities. And again, it's not, they have to travel to that very community to register. And of course, Kennedy Agyapong and Dr. Bawumia, they've increased the pace in the presidential primaries of the ruling party, the MPP. What are the implications? And so we'll box all into one and have a nice conversation. Eduji Tamaklo is coming in, and then Georgia EC also will be here. We'll have a political scientist join us for that.
Yes, and yesterday we had some very unfortunate news from the CMB market in Kantamanto. During the early hours of yesterday at dawn, actually, fire raised down about 350 shops at Kantamanto. Very unfortunate. This is not the first or second or third market fire we've heard about this year. And at this particular market, actually, in 2020, fire reached down about 150 shops. So today, we'll go there to Kantamanto to talk to the women and to the fire service, if we can, to find out what the update is from there, and whether or not, as a people, we're doing enough to prevent market fires in our markets across the country. Also, we're going to be talking to our super talented rapper extraordinaire, Wise B, rapper and finalist from Mental X. He'll be joining us with what he's been up to, what he's doing, and all that we need to know about his progress in the competition and more. Also, our ladies from Ghana's Most Beautiful will be here. We've hosted our evictees every Monday over the last few weeks to find out how things have been for them and how things are going. Today, we'll be joined by two of the delegates. Yesterday was a very good show, if you watched. Our star performer spoke about skin bleaching, one of the issues that many young women are having to contend with these days. It's a question of, they say it's a question of self-confidence and body image issues. And so they'll join us just around 9:30 a.m. and then we'll talk to them about how things have been so far. So that's the lineup we have for you today. We look forward to interacting with you live on the show. You can connect with us via X, formerly Twitter, with the hashtag TV3 New Day. We'll be happy to read from you. Also, when we come back from this break, you can call in and share your views on what you think about the voter registration exercise, what your own experiences have been, and the way forward. You're watching TV3 New Day. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Place with a stunning view and serene environment just beneath the Green Mountains, with a commercial center and recreational area with an amazing park. Then look no further.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Welcome to Rehoboth Havens, the most affordable yet luxurious gated community located in Damfa, Accra. We have 2 and 3 bedroom houses with spacious park. Let me show you. All of our rooms come with beautiful porcelain tiles, durable fitted kitchen cabinets,
constant water supply,
electricity and water 24/7.
I'm buying this house. Stop processing my papers. Eh? Move it, move it. If you're living in Ghana and want an affordable and luxurious house to buy, look no further than Rehoboth Social Housing Limited. Oh, and to those from the diaspora, aren't you tired of living in places that doesn't belong to you? You can also own your house and be your own landlord from Rehoboth Social Housing Limited. I have my own, Bosu Landlord.
Contact us now. Rehoboth Social Housing. Your housing dream becomes reality.
Sister. Wow. We are Juma Raffle Coast.
Raffle Coast.
Wow! My travel man at on Pemu.
I want to encounter
Madam Fubi the TV. My yas of Betchem, best of Betchem.
Sir, Raffle Coast, ya cradia for fra upper a German so. A cradia we pay and I walk when you say, obey we need 3 times because I felt 3 chances. Ya channel maybe to phones, TV, and no, I may assure us what I'm for.
Really, you know.
When Nancy Espresso Suzuki, brand new strain, and also that's near Yinipa Bako. I want more 2 years near the Amano. Yeah, and sire, you watch it yet in Chipa, a yes 3-bedroom apartment. And what then, where your grand drawing? A year worth $100,000 US. Dial *365*224#. Now I send it. Into Raffle Coast dear. Stand a chance to win big.
On a bright day, what you need is McBerry. So delicious and yummy. How about it? Ooh yeah, McBerry so sweet. Ooh yeah, so delicious. McBerry tastes like cake. McBerry tastes like vanilla. Vanilla taste, vanilla and chocolate. Chocolate tastes like cake. So delicious, yummy. McBerry tastes like cake.
McBerry Twist Cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today.
This advert is FDA approved.
You are a major stakeholder in nation building. Your voice matters. Start your day with us.
We simplify the conversations, break down the jargons and technicalities. We keep you well informed throughout the week. Start your day with us.
We give the leaders the mandate to govern our affairs. We have a responsibility to hold them to account. It begins here. Start your day with us. Good morning, Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the wonderful world. Welcome to Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
Start your day well informed. Start with us on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Catch the Sunrise Morning Show with me, Johnny Hughes, Helena Biampofo, and William Asiedu. Weekdays from 5:55 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 3FM 92.7. Your urban lifestyle radio.
You're watching TV3 New Day, and it's time for this morning's segment. We all know that voting, or the right to vote, is a fundamental human right. All of us are born with it. This means that it's not given to us by the state, it's not given to us by anybody. By the mere fact that you're Ghanaian, you have the right to vote. It's inalienable. This also means that nothing must be done to prevent you from being able to exercise this right. Recently, the EC opened or started the limited voter registration exercise. It started somewhere in September, the 12th of September, and it's supposed to end on the 2nd of October. There have been many concerns about the challenges and difficulties that Ghanaians are experiencing with the registration for people who have just turned 18, or for those who were not 18 by the last registration exercise in 2020 or could not register for whatever reason. There have been reports of malfunctioning of equipment, non-functioning of equipment, and even in some places like Boko, there has been a halt in the registration exercise. This morning, we are asking you what your experiences have been with the registration exercise. What are your thoughts and the way forward? It's now time for this morning segment. All right, so the phone number is now displayed on your screen. If you have tried to register this month, since the registration exercise began, we'd like to hear from you. And what have been your experiences? What's the way forward? What are your thoughts, actually, about people calling on the EC to do more than just explain why the exercise has not been opened up and more centers being set up for young people to register? We've got our first call on the line, Shine, calling us from Wale. Shani, hello.
Hello, madam.
Hello, Shani.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Shani, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you too. Good morning. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. And
Shani, what are your thoughts on this matter?
Yes, I think that the exercise in Wale is too horrible. In fact, I've been visiting the office, the municipal electoral office, on daily basis. And when you go there and see how the people are struggling there, get their names on the roll. In fact, it's not the best at all. And they come from long distances.
Yeah.
You can imagine people coming from Yamma. There is a village called Yamma, Bulbia, and all of that. And when they come, they are not able to register. And the amount that they spent on fare, in fact, 20 Ghana cedis or 30 Ghana cedis in and out, and they come, they are not able to register. They have to go back and come for another day. In fact, it's not the best at all. So when you go there, there is a whole lot of chaos in the area. So we are appealing to the Electoral Commission. You see, people have the right, that is the fundamental human rights to vote. So they cannot be determined by some people in Accra. So I am telling them that if they don't do something about the situation, they will end up, disenfranchising a lot of people. In my constituency, which is not the best at all. We cannot allow the electoral commissioner and deputies to do that. And listening to one of his deputies on Saturday, he was saying that, the people, if they want, they can come next year they are going to open up the roll again. They can register next year if they are not able to do that. Please, it's not the best. They should facilitate, they should make the process, very easy for the people to do it. And already, you know that we are already in poverty. So if people are spending a whole lot of money coming to register, and at the end of the day, they are not able to do that. It's not the best at all. So we are appealing to her. They should open up a lot of centers in the areas.
All right, Shani, it looks like we lost you there. But thank you so much for the call. Your points are very well noted. And, the same problem, or the same thing you complain about, is what most people are complaining about, that the EC needs to open up more centers for more people to be able to register. In fact, there are reports of people queuing up from about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. with stones and benches, so that when the offices open at 7 a.m., they'll be able to register. But even with that, people queue up from 3 a.m. and by the time the center closes, 10 people have registered, 20 people, not more than 75 people. The complaints are endless. And now some of the complaints, or even if you like accusations coming out now, is that the EC is deliberately preventing people from exercising their rights to register and to vote eventually. We have another caller on the line. Okay, we lost you, but you can call us. The number is on the screen now. What are your thoughts on the challenges that have been reported with the limited voter registration exercise? Have you tried to register? What challenges have you had? We have another call on the line now.
Yeah, we do.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Wakil from Tapa.
You're welcome to the show. What are your thoughts on this problem?
Well, it is disheartening to see the kind of decisions some of our leaders make for the generality of Ghanaians. I don't know what is wrong with the Jim Mensah and the crop of leaders that are at the Electoral Commission. Look, the chaos that is going on in various registration centers, I just unacceptable. You cannot wake up and then you take a decision from the top there that give us this kind of, that make the Ghanaians go through this kind of difficulty. I wonder if this crop of leaders have children in their home. It is pathetic. Sometimes children will come from far and then you are forced to give them money to buy food. Some will stay there the whole day and are not able to register. Some are coming from various secondary schools to register just because of this. And trust me, look, this registration, if all the political parties are not they don't get involved in it, they will not get any single person to come and register because the relevance of the ID cards is lost. This voters ID card is lost because of the Ghana card they have introduced. So a lot of them are in the queues thinking it is a Ghana card. And when they realize that it's a voter's ID card, they will tell you that, no, they are not interested. They don't want to be part of this exercise. They only need a Ghana card. So at least being at the top there, you need to listen to what Ghanaians are going through. Just put yourself in their situation and then know that things are difficult, even though this is what we intend to do. But we are serving the people of Ghana. We are serving the people of Ghana. Let them give us that respect.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the call. You know, Roland, we've heard, or I don't know if you've heard, for calls have been made for the Ghana card to be used. If the voter registration is a problem, the question is, why can't we use the Ghana card? Because the Ghana card sort of captures how old you are, tells if you're eligible to vote or not. Have you heard?
Yes, I think there's always a possibility for technology, and particularly for Ghana card, there should be any possibility for that. But the thing is, there have been actions that have been taken by key institutions, including the National Identification Authority, the Electoral Commission itself, which has now brought a level of distrust. Because again, you know, I asked Bosman Asari a key question. You are saying that people can register with Ghana card. And in procuring Ghana card, and I use my own personal example, where I was a guarantor for at least more than 2 people who were close to me and within my circles. You say that the process for being a guarantor for Ghana card is different because you need a commission of oaths, own documentation or affidavit, etc. But at the end of the day, the underlying process and action is being a guarantor. So what the Electoral Commission is saying for me is not convincing enough. And so while we know that technology has come in for processes such as this to be possible, that is one flag that everybody will be concerned about too. We were here when we said we have a database.
Let's talk to Anthony and come back. Anthony's on the line. Hello, Anthony.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Anthony, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on this matter?
So I'm calling from Dansuma.
Okay.
I have a few questions to ask. What's the reason and the meaning of going to school to be educated?
Say that again.
What is the meaning and the reason of going to school to be educated?
I can't hear you. What is the meaning and the reason?
What is the meaning and the reason of going to school to be educated?
Going to school to be educated, okay.
What's the meaning on it? What's the understanding of it?
Okay, why are you asking this question?
If this woman has been to school and this taught very well, have a clear mind, what he's doing is against the law. It's against the law. Since she's not well educated. A layman cannot do this. A layman, if he's chairman of fashion, if he's chairman of farmer, cannot do this. What this man doing, see, I don't know how to explain her.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you for the call, Anthony, but we cannot accept comments like this. Of course, she's educated. If you have concerns about how the registration exercise is being carried out, you are free to air those concerns, but we will not allow you to attack the personality or credibility or character of the Electoral Commissioner. Thank you for your call, though. Roland, you were saying?
Yeah, while we will not accept some of these things, the reason why people become very disrespectful towards individuals are because of their own actions. You remember Jean Mensah, when she was the executive director for the Institute of Economic Affairs. I remember I did have good interactions with her. And there are even documentary videos or content in which she was advocating proper rule of law, even extension to limited registration exercises for even the Independent Electoral Commission, which she now heads, to be up and doing when she was executive secretary for the Institute of Economic Affairs.
Yeah.
What has changed today? I asked that same question to Dr. Bosman Asari. He was at the political science department. Indeed, before then, he was my friend because I could call him because we have that relationship. Today, all of them are at the Independent Electoral Commission and are behaving at variance to what their position was when they were at the other side of the aisle. People cannot have double standards and be hypocrites in one vein and decide that all stakeholders within the electoral process will take in currently the position they are espousing and their actions while in public office. And we should be clear and concise and be direct to some of these individuals. Because the things that are going on, which are leading to people to get disenfranchised, is a deliberate attempt to make sure that people don't have their names on the electoral roll. Why is this continuing? And even we have church leaders, so-called civil society organizations, and nobody's saying anything. Look, now, if you know people who are monitoring the registration exercise, who want to get themselves onto the voters' roll and are being frustrated by slow machines, delays, sometimes long queues, disruptions, we all should be worried. Why is this happening and nobody is complaining?
And this is supposed to end on the 2nd of October. Actually, everyone is complaining, Roland. The question is, why is nothing being done about the complaints that are coming in from everywhere? We have our last caller on the line. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Abdul Rahim.
Abdul Rahim. You're welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Yes, you're on air.
Thank you. The issue is, I don't blame Jean Mensah. I blame the judiciary.
The judiciary?
That is it. Yes. Because they are there to let us understand how laws work. As a presenter, you cannot sit there and take the law into your hands. They will invite you. Somebody, we are paying somebody with our own money. We suffer, we pay taxes. And the person will take the money, do whatever she wants, and she will say she is independent. Independent from where? Well, where in democracy said some people should just do whatever they want, and some people will just suffer. It doesn't work like that. They end up saying, say something. You want me to believe if I know somebody is going to attack these people, I will say, oh, people want to attack you, so you should attack you. It's wrong. They don't build country like that. They're doing whatever they want, and court will defend them, and people are there, democracy.
All right. Thank you so much. That was our last caller. We appreciate all the calls that have come through. We see that these complaints are coming in from everywhere. For those of you who are currently trying to register, thank you for calling us. We hope that these conversations will go a long way to turn things around, because truly it's a problem now. It's a national issue. People feel that they are being disenfranchised. The right to vote is a fundamental human right. We are all entitled to it, and nothing must be done to prevent us from exercising this right. But Johnny's on standby now with Johnny's Bite. Stay tuned.
Of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it could watch Johnny's Bite.
Johnny's Bite. Johnny's Bite on Sunrise.
Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overfloweth, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Monday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. A big 50th happy birthday to Dr. Emmanuel Ni Amataki. Yesterday was a swell party. I enjoyed myself. 6'2" should have been there. I was busy reading his books. But over the weekend, I kept thinking about the outside broadcast that we had at Tetegu, popularly known as Tetegu. And I went around the town looking at the infrastructure that they had, and I was looking at the caliber of people who lived there, and I was looking at the kind of excuses that were being made, particularly to the point where we invited the assembly. The assembly didn't turn up. The MC didn't turn up. He didn't send a representative as well. NADMO was there. Kudos to them. Ghana Water Company, Stanley Mati and his team were there. Kudos to them. The police were there. The community people were there. The Tetegu Development Committee were there. The chiefs were there. The elders and the citizens themselves were there. But the people who come to take their taxes and their contributions day by day, month on month, week on week, yearly, half yearly, quarterly, whatever it is, they were not there. And while we were there, we called the MCE 6 times. He didn't pick up. And for me, for a moment, when the people started venting, I said, well, you have a genuine case. Because the argument has been made that a place like Tetegu is not supposed to be habitable. That's a good argument to make on the face value. But then, if the place is not supposed to be habitable, why the hell do you take water there? Why the hell do you go and give them electricity? Why the hell do you give them permit to build? You have given them electricity all the way to the very last point. You have given them water supply all the way to the very last point. You have given some of them permit to build. One of the things I saw was that also people were filling the banks of the river to build. And that when it is the dry season, when the river has shrunk to its original size, people now go and sell those lands and then start building upon. The NADMO people told me this. They know it. So I asked them, why don't you run a shift system so that you can stop this? Because people genuinely have bought lands there, and people's stupidity must not affect their humility. We will get into some more Tetegu matters. And you know, I'm speaking about Tetegu because it is not the only place. If you go to Keta now, Ketu South, you go to the Anglonga area, you see the people are sitting in water. Over the weekend, the Salaga area. So play the video for me. Just put the video up. The Salaga area. Regions have been cut apart. One cut from each other because the bridge has been washed away. And we knew that it was going to happen. We always knew that it was going to happen. People complain about it. People have complained. Yesterday, after the party, I dropped off somebody. And the person said, oh, I just got back from Wa. Our bus was the last one that crossed the bridge. So the people who now have to come through, have to either go through the Tamale, a very long stretch and all of that. What is all this?